Well, it's disappointing for a few reasons, Paul. Truthfully, I saw this as an opportunity to rebuild trust between both the law enforcement community and the civilian community, and I didn't see that happening. I felt like I was held to a higher level of accountability than anybody else involved in the incident. As of today, I will have and have served more days in jail as a direct result of the incident than any of the other involved parties, and I'm the innocent party. As well as it's a bunch of different things. I feel like this doesn't deter any other officers who may not take their oath seriously from following their footsteps and not living by their oath in the law. Because I feel like this is pretty much just a slap on the wrist. And it also puts the public in our communities in a situation where they may feel like the justice system doesn't have their back. If something happens to me, they're just going to let this guy walk free, and they don't really take it seriously. So it's been disciplined for quite a few reasons.
Yeah, thank you for enumerating them. How many days did you spend in jail? Do you recall?
About 5.
I have to mute when I record, but so there may be a second pause or delay. So I apologize for that. And you were fully acquitted. So a jury, like our community, spoke
Yes.
and said you did nothing wrong.
Yes.
Have you seen the letter of apology yet? Has that arrived in your inbox?
I have not seen it yet. I have not seen it. But truthfully, speaking to that, I am interested to read it, but I do feel like it's a more of a little bit too late situation. If he was truly remorseful, I feel like it could have come in a much earlier time and not in a situation where your back is against the wall and I'm kind of pretty much being forced to do this. So it seems a little disingenuous to me.
Will you try to attend sentencing in August?
Yes, I will be there August 9th for sentencing. Again, it's extremely disappointing. It's extremely disappointing. I have sat for the last 3 years trying to let justice play out and putting my faith in the criminal justice system, seeing and hoping that it would be a good resolution, and for this to be the resolution at the end and the light at the end of the tunnel is just extremely disappointing.
Had you thought about what would be fair? Like, well, 6 days in jail just to cover the, as a statement of the community for this guy? Did you have something in mind if the Attorney General's office pulled you aside?
So I wouldn't get into like what punishments would be fair, what wouldn't be fair, what I would like to see, because I'm not a lawyer or a prosecutor, so I don't really understand how that all works. But I am familiar with quite a few other cases where similar circumstances, similar conditions and such like that. And in those cases, officers did serve jail time. Even in some instances, it not being about the assault itself, but one of them I looked at, a judge cited that it was about the clear abuse of power that the officer showed and the willingness to lie to get out of trouble when you're under oath. And that is a huge problem.
You were in the military, correct?
Yes, I was.
So, I mean, as a veteran and someone who came up through a similar structure, and then, as it was very clear even in the videos, I mean, you're fully complying in that moment. So you understood sort of better than most kind of what was going on around you, didn't you?
Yeah. I do believe there are a few more parties that should be held accountable. But truthfully, throughout this incident, I have seen failures at every level of the justice system. I can't single out any one individual in this process. At every level, there has been either a failure or a refusal to do what I believe would be the right thing.